Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing an Instagram makeup tutorial. Now I want this to be like full beat glam. I want it to be intense and everything like that. So first of all, I'm just taking my Curtis collection by the Dip Brow pomade and just kind of like drawing out my eyebrows, and I will be doing a full tutorial on my eyebrows soon. I'm just kind of skipping it for today just because I want to get into the makeup. Then I'm just taking the Anastasia Soft Brown Duo Eyebrow Powder just to fill in all the gaps and lines. Now, moving on to my eye base, I'm going to be using a concealer as my eye base today. This is the Born This Way Too Faced Concealer, and I'm also going to be using this to conceal underneath my eyebrow today, just to give that whole, like, Instagram-defined brow effect. And I'm just going to be putting a little bit more on just because, well, you know, we can. And then I'm just blending that out with a blending brush to make sure there is no harsh lines or creases, you know what I'm saying. And yeah, just making sure it's all blended out. Now you want to set that before it gets a chance to crease, so I'm just using the OFRA banana powder. Now, for the fun part, I'm using the Morphe 350 palette, or 350 palette. And I'm just taking my first shade and using that as the transition, and I'm just going to be blending that out seamlessly. I want the blending in this to be really, really nice and seamless, as you can see. So just blend, blend, and blend, and then you will get the desired look. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Now, moving on to a darker brown. This is like kind of like Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek, but it's Morphe. So I'm just using that to define my crease a little bit more and just warm up the eye because I do have greeny, blue, yellowy eyes. It is good and it does make them pop. And as you can see, I'm just going backwards and forwards with the warm brown and then the transition and going backwards and forwards and then packing more on and backwards and forwards. It's all about going backwards and forwards. It's kind of like a smoky eye, but just not as dark, you know? So if you lose your transition, you just go back over it with the brush that you used and the transition color, and it all comes together. Moving on to this darker sort of brown color, it's kind of like an off-grey black. They don't actually have a jet black in this palette, so this is what I went for, and it seemed to work for me. It's just defining the outer V and kind of bringing a little bit more definition to the outer V area. As you can see, I'm just going back over with that warm brown again, just to diffuse that black grey a little bit more. Now, taking this gold colour, I'm just taking a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to make it a little bit more pigmented, and then I'm just plopping that all over my eyelid area and kind of bringing it up. So there's no harsh line at all, I'm just kind of just plopping it there and bringing it up, and I think it looks really, really good. Now, moving on to something a little bit more dramatic, I'm just taking the Too Faced Glitter Glue and applying that all over my eyelid area. You only need a little tiny bit of this stuff for it to work. Just the tiniest bit. Now I'm taking a sparkling dust from Inglot and I'm just applying that all over my lid area with a flat, sort of loose brush, if that makes sense. And look how pigmented this is. It's safe for your eyes, it's an eye, body, face dust, but look how amazing it looks. I'm literally obsessed. Now, moving on to liner. This is the Inglot 77 gel liner, and I'm using the little Zoeeva eyeliner brush. It's my holy grail brush. I'll leave it on the screen now. It is so, so good. You need this brush in your life if you are wanting to do, or, you know, a master of gel liner. You need this brush. It is literally amazing for gel liner. For my mascara today, I'm just using the Too Faced Better Than Sex Mascara, and, you know, for my lashes, I'm using the Slay Everyday Lashes in the style, I'm pretty sure these were Louise. All products will be listed down below, guys. Then I'm just going over those lashes with a little bit of MAC Extended Play Gigiblack Lash. Now, for primer, I said this primer looks like dick cheese. This is the NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm just basically putting that all over my face. It smells like coconut. It smells like coconut. Now, I'm at my friend's house, so I'm using her makeup. This is the new Hourglass foundation, and the little twisty thing was broken. So I just kind of dug it out with the foundation brush, but this foundation is literally amazing. Like Marc Jacobs' Remarkable What? This foundation is so good, and it was so hard to get off my face. It is quite a thick base, so I did have to paint it on with a brush and then go over with a beauty blender, and I did add a little bit of MAC Fix Plus before I did start beauty blendering it out, just because it is very, very thick and it needs that little bit of extra help, if you know what I mean, if that makes any sense. So yes, doll, as you can see, I'm just blending that right into my hairline. Now, for my concealer today, I'm changing it up a little bit, you know? This is the Bare Minerals concealer. It was a little bit too yellow for me and probably not as light, but I made it work, okay? I made it work. It's actually a pretty good concealer. I remember when I went to Mecca, they tried to sell it to me and I was like, ugh, no. But it actually is pretty good trying it out for the first time today. So I'm just blending that out with my Beauty Blender. As you saw before, I'm just adding a little bit of MAC Fix Plus to assure that it gets a little bit more hydration and doesn't crease as quickly, because I feel like that works for me. So yeah. Oh, now to set that, I'm going back to my trusty Airspun powder. Come on, this baby hasn't had some love in a few videos, so I thought I'd bring her out, and I'm only baking little triangles under my eyes. I don't want to go too far up. Now, I did try a little bit of cream contouring today, and it was a bit scary. I'm just using the LA Girl Pro Concealer. I'm not a very good, you know, cream contourer myself. You know, I'm kind of getting used to it. So yeah, this was the outcome of it, and it kind of just bronzed up my skin a little bit, and I don't really know if it did much, to be honest. So yes, I'm just blending that out and making it look seamless as possible. You don't want to know where the lines start and finish. Now to set my entire face, I'm just using the Australis Fresh and Flawless pressed powder in the shade Medium Tan, running that over everything down my neck, make sure it all blends and everything is set. Because this foundation is quite thick, you kind of need to pack quite a bit on, I feel. Now for bronzer, I'm just using the Too Faced Sweetheart bronzer, and I'm just going straight in for the kill, as you can see. I'm just plunking that on. This bronzer is so nice. It's not too orange. It's perfect for pale people, aka me, when I don't have any fake tan on. And I just try contouring my nose a little bit with some of that bronzer, just because I can. Just a little bit of nose contouring because I need it. Now to actual contour, I'm just using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit because everyone on Instagram has this, and I find it amazing. I'm obsessed. A lot of people say it's overrated, but honestly, I don't think it is. Like, it's a good contour palette, okay? Now I'm just baking the sides of my face, baking my contour, as they say. Now we've already moved on to the eye style, so I'm just basically doing what I did on the top, on the bottom of my eyes. So same order with the three shadows. So I used the orangey sort of shade, and then the warm brown Cocoa Berry Makeup Geek sort of shade. And then I'm just going in with the darker shade again, and just basically what I did on the top, exactly the same on the bottom. That's how easy it is, people. You can see I'm just going in with that darker shade and just blending it straight out. Now instead of putting black in my waterline, I'm just using the Tarte Inner Rim liner, just to keep my eyes a little bit more open. Just a little bit more open, something a little bit different, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm just dusting off that bait because it has been there for quite a while, and all the products basically sunk into my skin, so there wasn't much to take off. Then I'm just contouring my nose a touch more because I just feel like I needed it. Now bottom lashes is MAC Extended Play Gigiblack Lash, perfect for bottom lashes, obsessed. For my blush today, this is the Burning Up blush by Zoeeva. It's such a pretty, like peachy, non-pink. It's so pretty. I love it so much. For my highlight, this is a base for my highlight. This is Ice Cold by Jeffree Star Cosmetics. First time using this, and I love it. I love it. I love it. Like, look at it. Look at it. But wait, we are going to go so much stronger. You wait. Ready for it? You ready for it? Here it comes. Here it is. Oh, there it is. Artist Couture in Illuminati. Let's do this. You ready? Oh my gosh, it is literally amazing. This is his Diamond Glow powder. Look at that. That's 2 layers of it over Ice Cold. Oh, I felt like I had to put Ice Cold down just to, like, you know, give it a little bit of something under there. But yeah, I'm just adding that on my highlighted areas. And then for my lips today, this is the NYX Lingerie lipstick. This is a good lipstick. Not the best liquid lipstick I've tried, but it's good for the price. It was like 15 bucks in Priceline. It's a little bit drying, but it's not as drying as some cheap liquid lipsticks that I have tried. So if I was you, I would give it a shot and see how it goes for you. Now I'm just lining my lips with a little bit of lip liner from the Balm. Don't know what it's called. As you will know, it will all be listed down below, all the products used today, you guys. So yes, I'm just lining my lips a little bit with that doll, and yeah, you know. Then I'm just adding a little bit more of that Artist Couture highlight on the inner corners of my eyes, and that is pretty much it. I just basically threw on a wig and a cute little hat to get in the Instagram vibe, and that was that. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe. Love you guys. Bye! So